I'm 22 years old, and I've achieved nothing. So, for context, I'm about to graduate from a program that's basically useless, and it doesn't even help that the industries themselves don't even particularly pay all that well. If anything, like, your starting salary is closer to minimum wage. And it wasn't even from, like, a lack of trying either. So, during third year, I ended up getting an internship that is a minimum wage factory labor job, and that place was genuinely one of the worst places I've ever worked in because, one, the management was terrible. They treated interns like full time employees, expecting them to understand how to use everything within like a week of training. And two, they didn't even have proper documentation on really how to use any of the machines. It was just like a show you one time and you better understand it, otherwise like you're gonna get fired. and and even like beyond just that, the company had like a lot of shady practices that they did that they're not realistically supposed to do. They had issues with payment, signing contracts a week after like a person starts working, which is not good practice at all. You should be signing contracts the day you start or like before you start anyways. But I mean, if I go into detail about that, there's gonna be like a 30-minute video. But then after 7 months, I ended up getting a contract gig that's work from home, and then I also ended up getting an internship that's work from home as well. They're both basically just marketing jobs at the end of the day. And you might think that like I realistically should feel a lot better about myself considering that I have two work from home opportunities. But the thing is that no, I still basically feel like I've achieved nothing because one, these jobs don't particularly pay all that well. Like, sure, I can do school while doing my internship and also my contract gigs, but the thing is that like I'm at most working like 25 hours a week and I'm making about like 18 to $1,900 a month, which that's not a lot of money. That really is just not a lot of money, and I feel as though that I could have just done a lot more with my life. And to be honest, that's completely my fault. Because like, the thing is that like I could have honestly gotten into a much better program if I applied myself growing up. I had the ability to honestly do a lot better with my life. So, thing is that before COVID happened, I was incredibly studious. I was very good when it came to maths and sciences. Heck, I was even decent in English. But during and after COVID, I just essentially just let myself go. I stopped trying in school, and yeah, that was just reflective on the fact that I didn't have like any good options to get into like during senior year. So that's how I ended up being in this program. The only reason why I'm even in this program is because they had a mandatory internship requirement. So I was thinking, okay, it's mandatory and it's a paid internship, so I might as well go for it. Considering if I picked any other program, I realistically would be unemployed and in debt. But there is a reason why the internships were mandatory. It's because the internships themselves, they basically pay next to nothing. They pay minimum wage, and if you're lucky, you might get a couple dollars above minimum wage. And after graduation, you're not going to be making a lot of money. Even in the long run, you're not going to be making that much money. Like, you're still going to be going to the store looking at the price tags of everything, and you're realistically not going to be able to, like, buy property long term. And that's if you even have this job, like, in the next 10 to 15 years, considering AI and automation, how well, basically everyone's job is just being replaced. And the thing is that like I could go on complaining about how this program is so bad, this and that. Woe is me. But again, this is all completely my fault. Like I could have changed the outcome if I really like wanted to. And since I'm graduating in a few months, I'm either going to have to get a master's in something more respectable, or I'm going to have to just compete with everyone else in a job that doesn't even pay all that much. And the thing is, I don't even want to do that because I know I'm worth more than a job that pays $45,000 a year. And I'm not going to be in a position where I'm fighting tooth and nail for a job that pays $40,000 to $50,000 a year, like surrounded by people who, realistically speaking, I have no business being around these people. And I know that I have a lot to offer to the world. And the thing is that I have a lot of ideas that I just want to find a way to just like execute them and see where they go. I mean, realistically speaking, at the end of the day, I want to make the world a better place. I want to leave my mark on this planet. Like, I don't just want to graduate and waste away in a job that doesn't really even serve a purpose. It's just adult daycare. I think, honestly speaking, like I can strive for a lot more than that, and I know I've proven to myself to some degree that I'm more competent than I let on. And now you're wondering why am I even bothering to make this video? And the reason is that, well, I guess I just want to have an excuse to talk about the fact that I decided to learn programming. And I want to get to a point that where I'm really good at this stuff. Like I want to be the person that makes that makes a lot of really cool applications, a lot of cool scripts, and I want to make tools that not only just benefit me, but also benefit like everyone else as well. Like I want to be the reason why like people's lives are more convenient. And I plan to make a weekly series showing what I'm learning and what I'm trying to build and where I can improve. I'm very bad at coding. Go easy on me. Like realistically speaking, like I can barely make like a really basic script on Python. I barely know how to pass like functions through like parameters and things like that at the end of the day. And a lot of my explanations could be a bit better, but generally speaking, like I do have a lot of the basics down. It's just like getting to like the more like complicated stuff like Selenium, browser automation, things like that. And at the end of the day, this is just for me. And if people find my experiences somewhat entertaining, that's honestly more of a bonus if anything. And realistically speaking, I do genuinely hope things get better, and I do hope that the things that I'm learning is worth learning at the end of the day, and I can make like good use out of it. Because the end goal is to make things that people can use, and the end goal is to make sure that the things that I make have like a positive impact on the world. As corny as that sounds, it's realistically speaking, it's the least I owe to myself, and it is an apology to myself for just squandering the potential that I had growing up. Now, will any of this work out? I don't know. Maybe. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Maybe I'm not a failure after all. I don't know. It is what it is. Hopefully I'll see everyone here in a week. Goodbye.